KonKuma Yaho, Kumae Riko desu. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Hello, hello, hello. Hello to everybody who's here so far and who's lurking. Hello to Brian, hello Lex, hello Cassie, hello Simon, hello Ahmad, welcome in. And hello everybody who's lurking right now. Hello. How's it going, Riko? I think I'm doing good. Hi, Kyle. Welcome in. Oh, hi, Riko. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Kyle. I feel like today's stream, like, I feel like today, the stream in particular, the game that we're playing today, I have no idea what it's about. Like, I only saw the title of it being a what's it called, visual novel game, but I don't know if it's good or not. To be honest, I know nothing about this game too. Oh, okay. I got post video clarity. That's crazy. Are you talking about your present to me yesterday? That was crazy. Oh, I'm behind. I'm a lurker. Yeah. Hello. Welcome in, Zero. Welcome in. Oh my god. Like, yesterday's like thing was just so crazy. Like, Lex, your cinematography was off the charts, you know? I've watched the anime. I'll see how it compares. Oh, it's an anime. Oh, naruhodo. Yeah, I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it. But it looks like it's like a very... looks like a 2010s type of like series. I don't know. What is the game? I'm slowly uploading all my designs to an online print on demand store. Lex is off the charts. Right? Don't. Oh my goodness. Wait, what? Oh, I'm kind of curious. Like, your designs. Wait, are you doing like, what's it called? I don't know any of the company's names. Like, are you thinking like shirts and stuff? Raiders is so good. I saw your post on Discord. I don't know. I haven't touched Splatoon in a very long time, so I don't know if I will get Raiders, but I am excited for the newest Fire Emblem game. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it, but I love Three Houses so much that I've heard that technically, like, the newest Fire Emblem game that's gonna come out, like, fortunately, yeah, is supposed to be a sequel of Three Houses. I think. I could be wrong, but from what I've seen so far, because I actually didn't watch any of the Nintendo Direct for it and stuff, but I saw a little bit of like some pictures and I was like, whoa, it looks like Three Houses continuation. So who knows? We'll see how it goes and stuff like that. Sequel, prequel, who knows, to be honest. Oh, I see. It looks good. It looks good either way. So Toon Raiders has difficult settings. Mine was on the max. Of course you are. Of course you did. You are Master Splatooner. Master Splatter. You ink everywhere. You are... I'm such a child. Hi, welcome in, Conrad. Welcome in. I found out... Oh, it's ACG goods. Basically, just all acrylics and stickers and prints and stuff. And t-shirts don't seem worth putting on the storefront due to pricing. Ah, naruhodo. Ah, I found out I had like 6 DM requests from people on Twitter asking me if I had an online store. You should have an online store. Cause like, I feel like a lot of like Artist Alley people, every time I really like what they have, and I only find out that from like post-con, and I'm like, wait, I didn't see this person at Artist Alley. I hope they have a online store, and then most of the time they don't. And it's like, oh, if you want to buy something, then you would have to follow me to another con at a different state, and I'm like, or a different country, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of far. Oh, Lamau, I mean, your team was, I've never inked that much before. That's true. But what if like you're like your actual new tag name in Splatoon is Cereal Splatter. You could just try streaming the first part. We'll see. But first I need to get a new video card though. Video capture card is what I mean. There's a good reason, and it's because online stores are a pain in the ass to sped it up. I know. And also like all the fees of it, and having a website too is also another thing. It's so bad. I wonder if that title is even in the game. Oh, I don't know. That should be your new description of yourself when you're out doing tournaments. Next contestant, next player is Kyle MS Guy. He refers himself as a serial splatter. Setting up an online store seems like a huge pain though, because you gotta figure out taxes and all of that, and even more complex if you do international shipping. Yeah. Yes, that is so true. After experiencing my own online store of selling season 1 of Riko merch, I honestly lost more money in shipping than I don't think I really I definitely broke even, but instead of having profit of doing a merch launch by yourself, a lot of it was due to like shipping, and I tried my best to like price like online shipping that made sense for international and stuff, but yeah. It was just too much brain power, honestly. Nah, I'm super mid compared to even local competitors. Oh, I see. Well, with that attitude, who knows? You might be better if you had more confidence. I'm just kidding. Wow, look at me. That's not so aggressive, right? I was like talking to my friend today, and we were like, I think I said like, hey, may I use your restroom? And then my friend was like, aggressively, yes. Yes, you can. It's like, I feel like it's the same thing with me saying that to Kyle. Even if I don't get the big pillow, I probably get the t-shirt. Oh, you meant for the Uo Market stuff. Yeah, so for my new Dakimakura launch for Uo Market, it's going to be a limited sale for it, because your girl is very embarrassing. I cannot look at scantily Riko so often. So might as well make it limited, you know. If there's an uproar, if there is an uproar to wanting to have a Riko Dakimakura in the future, then I will consider to reopen Daki sales. But like for now, this is more of a, I checked off a a list on my goals that I have achieved as a VTuber, and that's it. So if Casty wants to do more stuff with it, like, be my guest, but like for now I'm like brain damage all around. I'm not hiding anything. Or you mean like my friend from earlier? Next up is G-Subs sponsorship. Ooh, gamer subs. Oh my god, imagine I had a gamer subs shaker bottle, and it's called shaking moo-moos for galaxies. I don't know. Emotional damage wins Riko's V card. Oh god. Call me. I don't know. What would your gamer subs flavor name be? It'll be fruit fly. Choking on fruit flies. And it will be a tropical flavor. It'll be a tropical flavors. I don't want any coconut because I don't like coconut in general, but it'll have heavily it'll have fruits forward of passion fruit. Oh god, durian. No. Nobody will buy my drink. Only the Southeast Asian people will do it. Fruit fly crunch is crazy. I don't know. It's better than durian coconut flavor. Yeah. People would complain that it came spoiled, right? I'd buy it. Well, you could buy it. I don't know. Didn't you hate durian? Yes, I hate durian with a passion. I hate durian with a passion. Why do you think I would like durian? You know, I went to Sephora the other day and I was just like, you know, window shopping. You know, what girls love to do is like they go to like makeup counters and just like do swatches on their hand and be like, ooh, maybe this, maybe that, right? And so I went to the perfume counter and I was just like sniffa everything, and then this worker came up to me and she was like, oh, would you like to blind smell a fragrance that we are just launching right now? And then I was like, oh sure. Like I didn't think too much about it. I took one whiff of it and I literally almost threw up in the middle of the Sephora store because the front notes of that perfume was durian. I was like, what is this funk? It was horrible. But you know what? Like, all the other scents in that company were okay, you know? Riko can't return there no more after that. Yeah, well, I didn't throw up. I kept it in, but still. Ain't no way anyone making durian perfume. No, there is. Let me find it. I was like, why would you sell that? Why would anybody want to smell like durian? Durian perfume Sephora. Yeah, I found it. It's called so the company is called Born to Stand Out, and the scent of it is called Gold Juice. Gold Juice, ooh, intimate with mango, but like in the notes of it had durian, and I was like, why would you ever do this to yourself? Yeah, so they have two versions. There's an EDP, Eau de Parfum, which is it's called Drunk Lovers, and it's the stronger version of Gold Juice. It's horrible. Hi, welcome in, Kavitsky. Welcome in. Fruity durian fly is horrible. I would never ever do that. Yeah. Eau de toilet. Durian. Eau de durian. Ew. EDD. There is EDD. Wait, is it EDD? EDT is okay. Yeah. Eau de toilet. Why did I think about EDD? EDD is food stamps, right? U.S. food stamps. I would smell like durian so Riko doesn't approach me. Good. I don't want to see you. Shots been fired. Ha cha cha. That salesperson knew what she was doing. I think she did not. I don't think she understood. I think she just thought, like, she was like, it's really mango forward. It smells so good. And I'm like, yeah. Okay, but if you want to keep guys away, it's perfect perfume. Well, okay, let me read the reviews and let you know what it is. Okay, wait. So this is the scent profile. So fragrance family. Apparently it's florals. Scent type. Fruity florals. Keynotes. Durian, mango, ambroxan, and white flower. Fragrance description. Sharp rhubarb and pungent bite of durian open this fruity floral fragrance with visceral intensity. The heart is surprisingly gentle. Osmanthus absolute, and white flowers glowing with solar warmth. The base tells a different story. Caramelized almond and woody gaiac blend into a dark nectar, ripe with danger, addictive in spite of itself, maybe because of it. About the bottle. Ooh, intimate reimagines our wild DNA in minimal intimate form. Each fragrance wears like a second skin. So like, can you imagine like you get this type of like product, right? And you're going in for a hug with someone. And that person can only smell your scent because it's like a second scent fragrance. So it's like a little bit more subtle. But they take a waft at you. They do a big sniffa and they're like, the fuck, you smell like durian. That sounds horrible, you know? Durian Lex sounds tasty. You can eat him. KonKuma, Swadika, welcome in, boss. Hi, welcome in, Samir, welcome in. Might straight up be banned from public transport. Yeah. I know in a lot of like Southeast Asian countries, durian is banned at hotels. You can't what me now? Someone wants to eat you up. Teabaggins wants to eat you up, Lex. He says that if you smell like durian, he's gonna eat you up and guzzle you down. He's gonna go. Yeah. He's gonna. Yeah, you're bite-sized apparently to him. Well, I have durian coffee in my cupboard and frozen durian pulp in my freezer, so I don't think I'll mind. Ew. 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 Your freezer must smell so bad. Ew. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not supposed to yuck anybody's yum, but I'm judging you so badly right now. I mean, there's a price for anything for me. I'm just saying. Oh, are you saying that you're a whore? Are you saying that you're a whore, Lex? And you're asking for a sugar daddy situation? I cannot condone to you advertising that of your sugar baby activities. Feather, apparently if you want something from Lex, you need to pay something to him. Like there's a price to it. So he's admitting to chat that he's a whore, a slut, if you will, you know? That's crazy. I never knew you sold yourself like that. But you know what? You know, if you know your value, I guess it is what it is. I am an e-whore. E-whore. Don't worry, an exchange rate is very good right now. Trade offer. Naruhodo. Yeah. We have if I had sirens right now in my soundboard, I would have a fire alarm going. E-whore, 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 e-whore. Do e-whore, e-whore. Clipping and making that in a sound bit, or is that gonna be your entrance song for anywhere you go to? Sounds like one of those French emergency sirens. I don't know what the French emergency siren sounds like, but all I know is I know what a horse sounds like. I'm gonna make it my stream alert. That's crazy. That's crazy. But you know what? I will watch it. I'm excited to see that happen. A guy named Ehor be like, it would be like, Wait, I have a genuine question, guys. Now that the World Cup has ended and stuff, there's been a question, that a debate I would say amongst my friends, you know, about a certain player. I know you can probably like guess who I'm going to refer to, but I want to ask you guys this in general. Do you think that Erling Haaland is conventionally good looking? Because is it my boy? Yeah. I kind of want to know, you know? Because I'm on team I don't know. Offer a Lex dress, receives Lex in dress. Very good trade. Ooh. Well, we have found a sugar daddy for Lex, which is Featherhead. He looks like a Dragon Ball character. It's crazy. See, I was like, he's just some dude, right? But then I see two sides of the spectrum for my group of friends. All the men in my group of friends thinks he's so handsome that they're like, oh, step aside, gonna open my butt cheeks and say dozo to him, right? And then the girls it's like a mixed bag. A lot of them are like, oh yeah, he's so cute. And then there's people who are like, he's so ugly. I'm on team, I don't know. But now that I see that, or now that I saw that comment from Cassie saying that he looks like a Dragon Ball character, it's over. I see that right now. He does really look like a Dragon Ball character. So many of the guys were like, come on, Riko, look at him. And every photo they showed of him to me were like meme posts of him, like, you know, his like he's like an absolute beast, right? Like all the muscles coming from his like neck and his like legs and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, I'd be scared to be around him, you know? But my guy friends say that he's most handsome when he has short hair. And I don't think so. You know? I don't think so. Riko is embarrassed. Maybe with different art like your other outfit? What are you talking about? Have you seen those Chinese AI memes turning him into a love and deep space character? No. But you know what I keep on seeing though? I keep on seeing fucking like AI shorts on TikTok that, you know like those like short series where each episode is like 3 minutes long type of thing, and then you have to like, and if you really want to watch it, then you have to like buy coins for it. I feel like lately like TikTok has been wilding so much that I screenshotted one of them, and I don't think I can show this on YouTube because it's so bad in my opinion. But I think it's, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna post it on I'm gonna post it on Discord, and you guys can tell me what you think about it, because I was like, why the hell is this on Discord on TikTok? This should be reported, right? Anyways, I'm gonna find it for you, and then I screenshotted it a while back, so give me a second on that. But it's definitely a crazy photo. Oh, I found it. Okay. What do you think? Okay, I posted it. So go tell me what you think on chat, because it's so fucking crazy. He do have charm, but he isn't conventionally attractive at all. Would you say that most famous models are not conventionally attractive, but they become models because they're unconventionally have features that most things look like? Only great football players can have the man bun. Otherwise, it's gross. Isn't he one of the best football players in the modern age right now? Recently, or no? What do you think? I was talking about your pillow because my stream lagged. Sorry. Oh, no problem. No problem. Who knows? Maybe we'll do more dockies in the future. I have no idea. I'm kind of scared. Yeah. Yeah. Chad, did you see it? Where was I looking? Go on Discord and go to Kumae Live. The thing that I saw on TikTok was crazy. Okay, I can explain it to chat for those who are not in the Discord server. So, basically, it's a rabbit woman looking at a lion man, and he's naked. And his pee-pee doesn't look like a penis at all. It's a elongated white mushroom, and he's holding it with 2 hands, and it's pole size girth. Yeah, go look at it if you're curious what it looks like. It's really bad. Anyways, when I saw that, I reported it on TikTok because I don't want to see that shit, you know? I didn't want to look at it. Algo reflex user is insane. No, it's not. I didn't want to see that. I reported it. See, like, a poll's supposed to be like thick or thin, like a flagpole, like a flagpole post is what I'm thinking of. You know, like your hand cannot envelop the full girth of the mushroom, is what I'm saying. Right? Isn't that crazy? There was another one that I saw that I also reported, but I didn't take a screenshot of it. And it was like a girl that was like, "Oh, I'm the underwater princess. Please don't do anything to me." And then like it's like this aggressive man, like he's like the main character, I would assume, and he's like, "Oh, you like it aggressive." And then like he's like, let me open up, and then he opens up like her skirt, and then her hoo-ha, like they got away with it by making it as like it's like a clam, like an oyster, but then they put the filter of a woman's hoo-ha within the oyster, like flaps and everything, you know? And I was like, oh god. So I reported that too, and I was like, what the heck is all of this, you know? It's just like a jump scare each time for me. Okay, that's mentally flashbanged me. What the fuck was the question about this abomination again? No, I was just saying that, like, do you guys see this on TikTok or any other places, because it's just been so crazy in general. Anyways, chat says yes, Erling Haaland is conventionally good looking. Wow, you're like gassing him up. I do not use TikTok, too much brain damage. But my TikTok is not like I don't think it's like shit posts though. Most of my TikToks are like stationary related. Oh wait, but I do want to show you this one. I do want to show you this one thing that my friend sent me, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Okay, wait, let me send it. Let me post, or I'm gonna show this on screen chat, and then you can tell me what you think. I was like, why would you send me this? Okay. I don't think this is TikTok, but let's see.
Bro.
Oh, okay. Let me show this to you guys, and tell me what you think about it. Okay, let me try to size this better for you guys. Okay.
Bro, I fucking love Big Macs.
That's crazy, right?
Fuck yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
Bro,
like, look at that. Look at the puddle of Big Mac sauce, guys. How much Big Mac sauce did this guy buy? Or did you think that he stole it from the restaurant? Riko, what is the Big Mac sauce is kind of mid. I like Big Macs, but like that much is kind of disgusting. But yeah, like how is that possible? You know? How much money do you think they bought only the Big Mac sauce? And look at the way that he absolutely dunks that too. That's like actual big back activities, guys.
Love Big Macs, bro.
Oh my god, the way he just like flops it around. And then why is it on his back? Oh my god. Can I get a bit of ranch with that? Is crazy. Ew!
Fuck it out, bro.
For the bit. Anyways, that's my not on the bed. I know, right? There's how many in total in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Big Macs in total. It's so disgusting. Anyways, I thought you could see that with me. I wanted you guys to experience what I saw, and I want that in your guys' mind for the rest of the night or day where you're at. Wasting that much food should be a crime. No, I agree. I agree as well. Like, you could like seriously help someone's like day, like who's like super hungry, right? Well, I just got McDonald's. Congratulations. Are you full now? Imagine having a ons and you go to his room and see that. Imagine being a burglar and going in, seeing that happening. I never consented to that. I'm sorry. I mean, sure, where are you going to donate a tray of Big Mac sauce? I don't know. Who knows? A burglar plus 2. Welcome in. I think you're a new person in chat. Also, have you guys seen the Big Walk for the game The Big Walk? I've been playing it with my friends, and it's like my non-VTuber friends. It's a really good game, but because it's first person perspective, I literally want to kill myself. Like, I want to throw up every so often, and when that happens, my friends are like, "Oh no, Riko's down. It's okay." So they end up carrying me the whole time. Like, literally, their character is carrying me, and they're just bringing me along the way. But then, because of all the jumping and all the stuff, I'm dying. Yeah, I'm always lurking. Keep on the good work. Thank you. And wait. No, I'm gonna judge you. So, like, out of all the times that you wanted to chime in into chat, you decide to chime in because of the fucking Big Mac sauce on the bed? That's crazy. Is it more ethical to waste that much food for a TikTok or to film yourself donating trays of sauce to homeless people for clout? I guess both options are crimes too. Because if you give it to the homeless person, they need to refrigerate the Big Mac sauce, right? And then that will cause them to have some sort of food poisoning. Therefore, you're also being an ass. Yeah, it does sound very unethical, right? It was a good timing. I'm judging you now. But anyways, welcome in. I really appreciate the lurk this whole time, so thank you. Anywho, I guess we can start with the actual game now. I've been yapping for quite some time, so let's go into the void right now. じゃあ始めたいと思います。それではスタート。 I realized that my merch thingy is so big. I should make it smaller. This is so embarrassing. Ew. I mean, art is fire, but like still, ew. It's like a conflict of interest for myself. You know what? I should have asked its average size. That's wild. Okay, anyways, okie dokie. I'm gonna turn on the game now. Oh, chat. I made a serious boo-boo. I forgot to download the game. Okay, I'll install it right now. Let's see how it goes. Chat, that's so silly of me. Oh wait, it's going really fast. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. No problem. No problemo. The Kumae collection. No, I bought it. Or I didn't buy it. I got gifted. That's the difference. The size? The aspect ratio is kind of oh. What happened? It died. The game died, guys. Okay, again. Let's try it again. The game died. Okay, that's kind of weird that the game is sized like this, but okay. That's fine. Riko's favorite VTuber. Am I your favorite goon content creator? That's crazy. That's actually really crazy. Also, is the audio too loud or too quiet for you guys? So don't buy it? No. What do you mean? Wait, are you talking about the game or are you talking about the Daki? She hates me. No, I don't hate you. No, are you tell us not to? I don't want to be judged. Oh no, you can buy it. It's fine. I think it's funny. Honestly, I won't judge you at all if you buy the Dakimakura. I think it's actually really funny in general. But like, but the idea of me being the one who's selling it, I think that's mental damage for myself, you know? You're the only VTuber I watch trust? You fucking liar! You're such a fucking liar! Go into your little corner and then repent on what you just said to me right now. Hi Douglas, welcome in! Oh, I hope you have a good lunch break. Anyways, let's start. It is a tale told by Key. Why don't you come to the planetarium? The beautiful twinkling of eternity that will never fade no matter what. All the stars in the sky are waiting for you. The music's really nice so far. I guess we should go to the planetarium. Planetarian, not terium. Again, preface, I don't know anything about the series at all. Okay, let's go. Rain. About 10,000 days later. I watch you on my alt because I don't want to get the goon algo on my main. What do you mean by that? This sounds like I'm like your fucking mistress or something.
Yaho!
Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you.
おめでとうございます。
Arigato. Both of my eyes were shot through with light. I tore the night vision goggles off my face before they burned out my retinas. For several seconds, I wasn't able to do anything at all. Wait, night vision goggles can burn out retinas? Having some Japanese food, having some sticky rice, teriyaki, Hokkien noodles, and crispy sesame seed chicken. Ooh, that sounds so yummy. Enjoy your food. Damn, look at this Renpy menu screen. It's such an old game, right? For several seconds, I wasn't able to do anything at all. However, the sound that assailed me next was neither the crack of machine gun fire, nor was it the hiss of nerve gas.
あなたはちょうど250万人目のお客様です。
Oh. No, it was a young woman's voice, clear and sweet, completely out of the place in the midst of the god-forsaken rubble. Since it was reverberating off the high ceiling, it was difficult to ascertain its point of origin. I pointed my grenade launcher forward, alarmed. Grenade launcher? Wait, what? Even though I let the tension in my trigger finger drain away, I kept the weapon pointed straight ahead. After all, sometimes intimidation alone was enough. It's almost as old as you, Riko. Wait, when did it come out? Chat, find out the year. Riko's dyslexia is going to be challenged with this stream. Shut up! However, if that other person was trying to kill me, the owner of that voice immediately fell silent when
申し訳ありません。本当に申し訳ありません。
she started apologizing with an incredible burst of energy. 1995. Naruhodo? This game came out 30 years after I was born. No, it came out 100 years after I was born. Maybe 1,000. I don't know. It's been a long time since I remember. 1995 was 31 years ago. Yeah, I know.
本当は違うんです。お客様は本当はちょうど249万7288番目のお客様なんです。2712番もごまかしてしまいました。
Wait, what is the context of everything?
ですが、
Are we in a
きっと喜んで
war?
いただけると思ったんです。
I really had no idea what she was talking about. Waves of bewilderment swirled through my head. Why was there a human being in a place like this? And why a young woman at that? Was this a trap laid by another junker? But if that was the case, why was I still alive? On top of that, why was this girl not quitting her shattering?
実は今お伝えした数字も不正確なものなんです。先頃、小さな男の子と小さな女の子の2人連れのお客様がいらっしゃった時、入館料のお持ち合わせがないということで、特例として無料で入館していただいたんです。
So I'm guessing she's from the planetarium. But interesting.
ですから本当はお客様はちょうど249万7290番目のお客様なんです。重ね申し訳ありません。
The figure of a person began to appear out of the light as the persistent after image oozed away. Oh, she's cute. It seemed like a short, young woman. I took a close look at her as I continue to cautiously point the barrel of my gun towards her. It's very vintage style. I feel like art like this, you don't really see that much anymore in modern anime art styles, right? She looked to be maybe 15 or 16 years old. Long, lightly colored hair, divided on both sides into ponytails, strange earrings that almost totally concealed her ears. Yeah, that is weird earrings, huh? It's more like an earpiece, not earrings. A hat sitting lightly on her head, hair ornaments as wide as cargo bands. A short skirt that ended just above her knees. She was holding something in her arms too. I couldn't imagine that it was a weapon, but its use as anything else was a complete mystery to me. This was simply an impossible scene. Her posture was more rigid and upright than even that of a toy soldier. Oh, robot, I see.
お客様?
The ceaseless chatter came to an end at last. She cocked her head slightly. There was a buzzing sound, almost like that of a leaf beetle in flight along with her movement. Her long, unruly hair that was part down the center suddenly billowed out, even in a total absence of a breeze. Are you gonna try to finish this stream? No, I'm not. I've yapped for too long, guys. I yapped for too long. It was almost as if her body was suspended in a sea of weightless silk threads. And at last I understood. I understood what a defenseless little girl was doing in these uninhabited ruins. This being, who stood smiling like a fool before a man pointing a 40mm high explosive grenade launcher at her, was a robot? Oh,
Robot.
はい、ロボットです。
oh. She responded in delight.
当館解説員の星野夢美と申します。
Wish upon a star. Ah. With a childish smile, she presented that thing she was holding in her hands to me. I'm guessing it's supposed to be a bouquet?
なんだそれは。
Also, I didn't expect that MC had a voice. Rennie, thank you so much for the gifted. Thank you so much.
花束です。
Ah, it is a bouquet.
ご来館の記念にどうぞお受け取りください。
He looked at it once again. Fluorescent bulbs, old-style microphones, power cords, camera lenses, pieces of copper wire, fragments of organic plastic. The variegated bundle of junk was wrapped in a roll of opaque film, with ribbon cable tied in a bow at the bottom. I thought that was your voice. Yeah, MC's voice, right? What the hell are these even for anyways? I don't know. Oh, you mean the jewels? They're supposed to be like bits, like on Twitch or something, but I really don't know what the cost of it is. Of course, I had never seen a bouquet of real flowers in my life. Oh, so there's no vegetation in this world? But it wasn't as if the obvious fact was lost on me. Those were absolutely not real flowers. They weren't even, for that matter, artificial flowers.
ご来館の記念にどうぞお受け取りください。
She repeated those same words over again. Her smile seemed to carry no malice whatsoever. Oh, now we can see her actual outfit. It's cute. It's so like retro, guys. I like this, like, it kind of reminds me of like magical lyrical girl Nanoha. Kind of. And then the top part kind of reminds me of Vanilla from from Galaxy Angel. Just a little bit. As a result, I accepted her so-called bouquet. After I confirmed that there were no explosives or unusual artifacts in it, I threw it onto the floor.
申し訳ありません。
Oh, you made her sad!
実を申しますと、本物のお花が用意できなかったんです。
本物のお花？
はい、お花は当デパート1階の青果売り場でお求めになれます。ご来店いただかなくても、お電話1本で
Oh, so
迅
she's
速
from the
丁寧に
past.
配達いたします。
I see.
でもこの頃売り場まで電話が通じないんです。
I
で
want...
すから
Mm,
自分で作ってみたんですが、
interesting.
恥を忍んで申しますと、私は綺麗な花束というものが正確には理解できないんです。本当に申し訳ありません。
Poor girl. Poor robot waifu. How could you make her sad already? I had some knowledge about robots. Before the outbreak of the Great War, they comprised one of the prime export industries in the country that had once existed here. They were so exquisitely built that they could not be told apart from human beings with just a single glance. They thought of nothing but serving humans and labored for the good of all mankind. Is this like Showbits? Even so, there was something very odd about the way that this thing standing before my eyes was trying to appease me.
壊れているのか？
はい、少しだけ壊れています。
We're all a little broken, guys. She answered as if it were a matter of fact.
現在、自己診断プログラムに未知のバグが存在します。バックアップ用電池が消耗しているので、交換が必要です。サポートセンターとの通信が確立できません。メンテナンスコールを送信していますが、受講されません。
Oh, she's just like saying her logs right now. I see.
パーソナルデータバックアップアーカイブに接続できません。頸椎部動力ユニットが摩耗しているので、交換が必要です。
Cervical vertebral power units is past its operational lifespan and must be cervical. The power unit is in her cervical area. What? What in the showbits is this? She reeled off her defects with more pride than an old man grown utterly tired of life.
それから、対人情報データベースと会話ルーチンに基地のバグが存在します。そのため、時間経過を考慮せず冗長な会話を繰り返してしまうの
Where
が
else would it be?
機体
You're
固
right,
有の
you're
仕様な
right.
んです。
Neck.
でも、館長さんとスタッフの皆さんが、このままが可愛いよと言ってく
Shouldn't
だ
the
さって、
power be
自
like
動アップデート機能を
like
物理メディアのみ有効にしてあるんです。
be on her back? Right? It shouldn't be in that area. At this point, I had already abandoned all hope of comprehending what she was saying. I looked around inside the room as I shouldered my grenade launcher. A dusky, hemisphere-shaped roof dome. As I looked closely, I saw that there were uniform lines engraved over the entire surface. There didn't seem to be a single light installed anywhere. A large circular platform about 20 meters in diameter. Many plain chairs were closely packed in a radial configuration on that platform. Hi, welcome in! Every single one faced the center of the room and was slightly reclined such that an occupant could look up comfortably. There were 3 doors, each one with green rectangular guidance light shining above it. I had no idea how this could be, but it's meant that there was a private power generator on the premises, and it was still operational. Judging from the cool dryness of the air, it appeared that the air conditioning was functional as well. There was a mechanism like none I have seen before at the center of the group of chairs. If I were to allow my imagination run wild, I would very easily think that it was a gigantic double-headed black ant. Oh, this is the projector, right? How's the lovely Riko today? I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good too. Two spherical masses, each one with the countless holes, were mounted like dumbbell weights on either side of a central shaft. The shaft tilted diagonally, supported by a steel scaffolding. The entire contraption stood in a delicate balance like that of a gyroscope. Two light concealed by bowl-like covers, one on either side of these supports, were illuminating the entirety of the room. They were emitting a frail, harmless orange-colored light. Well, harmless only when it was not suddenly being shown into the eyes of someone wearing night vision goggles. The top of the ant's head came to about twice the height of a man. Had all the chairs been populated with people, it would seem almost as if those people were worshipping the ant. I had only seen something like this once before in my life. It was a place far colder than this, in a village that a few survivors of the final massacre had established just inside the perimeter of the third line. Final massacre? That's crazy. Oh, is it too loud? Okay, let me make it a little bit. Is that better? The inhabitants of that village had fashioned a strange cylindrical idol out of the wreckage of battle mechs and placed it in a church with shattered roof. They named it after a summer flower that had disappeared from this earth long, long ago. They danced in circles around the idol, praying to it in words I could not understand. They truly believed that if they did so, they could get the rain to stop falling. That's weird. I came to as soon as I heard her voice. She continued to be totally unconcerned about the fact that a grenade launcher had just been leveled at her. Oh, so it's been 30 years since the Great War. Huh. Interesting. She bowed deeply as she said this. I wonder what's the story. This was a sarcophagus city, a dead zone abandoned by its inhabitants after it was devastated by a bombardment of biochemical warheads filled with long half-life payloads during the early stages of the war. It was said that the direct causes of the war were global overpopulation and the failure of the space colonization project, combined with the total depletion of natural resources. Not that it mattered any longer. The earth overflowed with foolish and selfish human beings back then, and the biggest fools among them pressed the buttons that caused the orbital satellites to fire their germ bomb warheads. Their intent was probably to lie in wait until the bombardment was over, and then to quietly seize control of everything afterwards. However, not a single person came back to re-inhabit these cities. All the inhabitants of the towns surrounding the germ bomb cities had been vaporized in thermonuclear warhead strikes. 1 year after the outbreak of the war, Earth's human population had been cut in half. That number has halved again by the end of the second year, and halved again and again every following year. After the 10th year had passed, the countries that had begun the war no longer existed. But even then, the war did not end. People worked so hard to slaughter each other that even when there were no humans left to fight, they continued to airdrop autonomous battle mechs, collectively known as warmongers, in order to continue the bloodshed. Because of the point of the war was no longer the conquest of land, it had become nothing other than the internecine creed of revenge and massacre. The world had become empty indeed, and people who had the leisure to do such things as count the population vanished from the face of the earth. The purpose of life became merely to live, and so man began to produce nothing other than man. That situation dragged on for 20 long years. Okay, so we are living in an apocalyptic world in this game. Ooh. I like the writing so far. It was then when the rain began to fall. The rain continued to fall without regard for night or for day or night, snatching away even the sunlight from the world and obliterating the seasons. It poisoned the soil and the water, withered the plants, cracked the concrete, and turned steel into rusty garbage. So acid rain? Even the act of man giving birth to a man would now come to naught, or it seemed. There was nothing left in this world but dirt, immersed in poison and unspeakable ruin. For a junker like me, a sarcophagus city was a mountain of treasure. Now, 30 years after the outbreak of the war, the artificial bacteria for which vaccines were never developed had all but died off. Even the vast sarcophagus dome that once enveloped the entirety of the city had been eroded away by the rain. However, the fact that people continued to avoid this area had not changed. When the inhabitants were ordered to evacuate, they left behind all their possessions and equipment, all the way down to their pins and needles. Thus, one could find MREs, various medicines, fuel, batteries, precision tools, weapons, and ammunition, and all sorts of arcane devices in more or less preserved states that could no longer be obtained these days in the unused air raid shelters and the destroyed military installation. And then, and when one was very lucky indeed, one could find cases of pre-war distilled liquor and cigarettes. However, if you let your guard down for even a second, you'd quickly pay for trespassing many times over. This was guaranteed by the warmonger patrols, autonomous hedgehog, hunter, killer tanks and light, anti-personal Jaeger drones, all of them still in extermination mode, as well as the proximity mines that could be triggered even by opening doors. Not to mention the unstable floors and scaffoldings that could crumble just by stepping on them. The uncharacterizable fevers that seem to arise from the infection with mutant bacteria, the hordes of hungry rats, and other junkers who might be better armed. So rats survived in this world. I guess you could just eat the rats as if you can't find food, right? This was made during the acid rain scare from 30 years ago, I guess. I think so. The list went on and on. I remembered an older junker telling me that once. The junker and I partnered up some time ago, and we worked together for about a year. My partner, whose shatter was annoying but skill as a junker couldn't be doubted, served the role of a scout, and I the role of an enforcer. As we shared a drink of pre-war J&B, and we had discovered together one day, my partner informed me about the existence of a few sarcophagus cities located along the unplundered strip of an east coast. He told me about that abundant riches and untold dangers that lay therein.
だがな、封印都市で一番厄介なのはロボットに会っちまった時だ。
I pressed for more details, but my partner said nothing more on the matter. Instead, he repeated himself by saying, "Do not talk to it. It's not a thing that is. It's not a thing that this. I can't read. It's not a thing that is of this world." With grimace that further distorted his face, whose nose has already been badly disfigured by some shrapnel from fragmentation grenade. I think my partner said a few other things, but I couldn't remember what they were anymore. Eventually, that junker got ensnared by an obvious booby trap and died too. That's so sad. So the one-time cockroaches don't survive, rats do? Yes, it seems like so. His final words were, "A can of sardines from my hometown brings back memories." That's why I buried my erstwhile partner along with the can of stuff after digging his grave. At the time, I wished that his last words had been a little less desolate and a little bit more stoic. Even now, I continue to wish that.
私はレンガ版の5000シリーズなので、頭部のインフォメーションリボンは特注オプションとなっています。
If playing this into auto mode is 4 to 5 hours, then Riko reading this might take about 10. Wait, should I actually be auto mode? But if I did auto mode, then I would not be saying anything on stream. Doshio. Just stretch into 3 streams. You're right, but I just noticed her ribbons on the back changed color. From what I can see, there's no actual gameplay. Oh, I see. I'd rather have Riko read. Okay. Oh, it's changing again.
このように色およびパターンを変化させることができます。私の勤続10年を記念して館長さんとスタッフの皆さんからお送りいただいたものです。
Cute. More Riko time equals more fun. What do you want? What do you want? You want my social security? The most irritating thing in this entire sarcophagus city showed off her functions to me with exhaustive courtesy.
標準オプションとしましては、カード印刷機能とホログラフィック録画再生機能がイヤレシーバーに搭載されています。
This was nothing more or less than a bad joke.
カード印刷機能では、当館のプログラムと今月の天文現象案内、当デパートの催事案内、それに周辺地図、各種割引券などをご用意できます。
Do you think his family died too? Right? Probably did. She produced a card from the slot on her left ear like it was a magic trick.
どうぞ。
She's a
当館
printer!
のプログラムです。
She's literally a printer, guys. I took the preferred card, opened it, and I took a glance. It was an antique made of ink and paper from 30 years ago. The small letters were so severely blurred that I could barely read them, and even the right margins were completely illegible. At the Flower Crest Rooftop Planetarium this month, Planetarium Projection, the Autumn Stars, and Cons. special feature, the reverie of mankind spreading. Note, we are expecting our 2,500,000 customer to...
無料ですので遠慮なくお受け取りください。
She's so cute. I like this hair. Do you feel like you don't really see that many anime characters with this kind of color scheme anymore, guys? Or is it just me? I decided to ignore her instead. Smiling the entire time, she cheerfully looked at my fingers, crumpled the card into a wad.
では次にホログラフィック録画再生機能をお見せします。お客様、当館にお越しになった記念にぜひ一言どうぞ。
I let out a sigh as I confronted by this unending monologue. I had lost my gloves, so my skin has been exposed to the open air for several days. My hands up to my wrists ache as if they had been pierced by needles, no thanks to the fact that I had been out of the rain for so long. There was a single cigarette left in the waterproof case in my breast pocket. It was the last of my pack. I had bartered 24 cluster fuel cells for a trading post half a year ago. As soon as I took the case out, I was struck by a terrible feeling. The front clasp was undone. The rusty brown drops of water were leaking out. I involuntarily buried my head into my hands. And just like that, I looked up into the ceiling. Today's work had been complete waste from the very outset. First, I fought with 3 other junkers over the right to use the only safe way into this godforsaken place. Although I somehow managed to win, I used up half of my already meager supply of ammunition doing so. Then, after breaking through the quarantine wall, I ran into the entire platoon of Jaegers. Thanks to them, I ended up creeping, twisting, and turning inside a maze of rubble and mud for half a day. By the time I caused 3 of them to run aground and incapacitated the 4th, I had no more ammunition for my PDW. What's a PDW, guys? What's a PDW? Only 3 cartridges left for my grenade launcher. And I had totally lost my case of rations. As I surveyed the state of the city, my disappointment soared. Personal defense weapon. Okay. The stores and the air raid shelters, along with the quarantine wall, had already been broken into, and there was nothing of value to be found in those places any longer. I should have been looking to escape right after that point, but instead I proceeded deeper in. Beyond the gray curtain of rain, an old, somehow unfamiliar-looking skyscraper stood erect against the wind like some sort of magical tower. Using that building as a landmark, I penetrated into the very heart of the city. I still had some obstinacy in me and some impatience as well, but things like that were not what drove me forward. I was probably just sick and tired of everything. Of these miniature garden-like ruins with no one in them. Of the rain that was never stopped falling, and this ashen world that had been stripped of its natural order by machinations of... how do you read this? Machinations of mankind. Okay.
お客様?
I love this voice. So cute. I raised my head, only to find her childlike face at point-blank range. She cocked her head uneasily, probably wondering why I hadn't replied to her yet. Machinations?
お体の具合がよろしくないのでしょうか?
Machinations? Is that how you read it? Oh. Could it be that you are not feeling well?
お命に関わるような容体なのでしょうか?
Machinations. Machinations. Mac and
私
cheese.
単体では対処できない事態です。とても困りました。
Aww. She said these things without a trace of the world-weary cynicism or sentimentally.
お客様、
sentimental.
どうでか
I can't read it right now.
連絡を取ってもよろしいでしょうか。お客様、お客様、お客様。
黙れ。俺は客じゃないし病気でもない。
Don't be mean to her. The angry words that I shouted were all inspiringly ridiculous as they echoed off the ceiling.
そうですか。お元気そうで何よりです。
No, mock. You know, like mock speed. Ah! Machination. The smile on that robot's face appeared again, as if from out of nowhere.
実は以前にも投影中にお客様の具合が悪くなったことがありまして、それ以来当館におきましては常に万全の救護体制を。
俺は客じゃないし、お前の話にもこの施設にも興味はない。
I have no interest. I'm just a lonely man trying to survive in this world.
はい、そうなんですか。
She cocked her head slightly again, as if she had understood my true intentions.
やはりもうプラネタリウムは流行遅れなのでしょうか。
The oil on water like iridescent reflection coming from her open eyes was due to the optical resin used to make them. In the moment that those eyes focused on something, I could see her irises moving and her eyelashes flitting.
恥を忍んで申しますと、最近はお客様がめっきり少なくなってしまって、館長さんはわざわざ外出しなくてもいい娯楽がたくさんあるからだとおっしゃるんですが、
Where is Kancho-san? Where is the manager? Dead, right?
私がこちらで働き始めた当初はたくさんのお客様に詰めかけていただいたんですが。
She anxiously fluttered her eyelashes and gave a long sigh.
最近ではコンパニオンロボットも珍しいものではありませんし、私よりも性能のいい次世代機種が各社から続々と発表されていますし。
Good God, she just continued carrying on and on and on.
申し訳ありません。このところお客様が少なくてつい口をこぼしてしまいました。それでは
You should be happy to have such a cute robot talk to him.
となりますのでそろそろ席にお座りになってお待ちください。
もう一度言うが、俺は客じゃない。
はい、そうなんですか。でもお忙しいこととは思うのですが、せっかくお越しいただいたのですから、これも何かのご縁ということで、ぜひ投影をご覧になっていってください。
黙れ。
ちなみに投影時間はほんの45分ほどですので。
いいから黙れ。
それから失礼ですが
He's just calling her. He's just saying shut up, and she's just going on. She's like, I don't care.
黙れ。口を聞くな。頼むから静かにしてくれ。
はい、承知しました。
She finally shut her mouth, a bit with a very reluctant air. How wonderful. Were all robots like this? I had never before heard that men of the pre-war era engaged in such frivolous hobbies.
お客様、静かにする前に私からも一つだけお願いがあるのですが。
She's still yapping. The silence had not lasted for even 10 seconds.
お客様はちょうど249万7290番目のお客様なのですが、差し支えなければぜひ
She's a cute yapper
250
though.
万人記念の特別投影をご覧いただきたいのですが、いかがでしょう。
Thus did I completely lose. My body was as sluggish as mud, so I wished to avoid a foolish debate over a matter like this more than anything. I didn't know what she was going to show me, but it couldn't be anything worse than this chaotic hell that I was already in.
勝手にしろ。
She's like a VTuber!
ありがとうございます。
Are you saying that chat is just tsundere like this guy? Like MC? She bowed deeply. and then gazing at with upturned eyes, she smiled shyly.
それではどうぞお好きな席にお座りください。
That was the first halfway decent proposal I had heard from her so far. I first put down my backpack and then I took off my waterproof cloak. The military issued cloak patterned with urban camouflage and proof against infrared radiation had become so soaked with muddy water that it was as heavy as an iron plate.
それでは投影の準備をいたしますのでそのまましばらくお待ちください。
She bowed lightly and cheerfully headed into the interior of the dome.
ちょっと待て。
In the second I called out to her, she came to an immediate halt, as if she anticipated it.
はい何かご用でしょうか。
何を見せてくれるんだ。ホロシネマか。
星空です。
星空。
Also, he doesn't even know what the stars look like anymore, huh?
はい星空です。
She answered succinctly for once.
それでは投影開始まで今しばらくお待ちください。
星空ね。
I could not begin to guess how and where she was broken for her to be saying such crazy words. I inspected the seat of a chair and then cautiously sat down. A white cloud of dust erupted along with the rusty creaking sound. As I leaned back into the chair, it angled back profoundly as well. I flipped up the waterproof lid of my wristwatch in order to take note of the time. However, the hand of the watch were not moving. Thanks to my battle with the Machine Jaegers, I had forgotten to wind the mechanism. Oh well, it was unavoidable at the very least. I knew that it was already well past sunset. Although I wasn't happy about it, it could probably be the best to spend the night here. I laid out my equipment to dry. I pried open my backpack with both hands and then took out the contents. My backup cloak, my mobile water purification system, and the antibiotic ampule and syringe I carried around for peace of mind had all become completely soaked. I had 3 packages of hard biscuits as rations, and as I already knew, I had no more magazines for my PDW. After I had spread my equipment onto the chairs around me to dry, and just as I was lamenting the fact that my last cigarette had gotten soaked, she reappeared. With steps so precise that they could be measured with a ruler, she walked with composure, composure through the aisles between the chairs. It seems that the program was now going to begin somehow. She turned to me and bowed respectfully.
本日は花火師デパート本店屋上プラネタリウム館にようこそお越しくださいました。私は当館解説員の星野ゆめみと申します。投影を始めます前に簡単な注意事項をお伝えします。ドーム内では大変よく音が響きます。投影中の死後は他のお客様のご迷惑となりますのでお控えください。大変お手数ですが、携帯電話、時計のアラームなどはあらかじめお切りください。また、投影中の飲食および喫煙はお控えくださいますようお願いします。
Judging the way she was making her announcements, she seemed to possess a voice amplification function as well. That clear, caring voice that would probably reach every last chair in this place, the tone without falter or hesitation, and that brilliant smile. If she were not a robot, then there would be no way she could address the entire audience at once in such fashion. She continued her verbose explanation about not standing up in the middle of the projection and the emergency procedures in case of an earthquake or a fire. One would get the impression that viewing the stars involves some extremely complex legal process by hearing her go on and on. However, I paid no attention at all as I idly played with my wet cigarette. And then, the tone of her voice brightened completely.
それでは最後に皆様を星の世界へお誘いする大切なパートナーを紹介します。盛大な拍手でお迎えください。イエナさんです。
Miss Jenna? I thought my heart was going to pound out of my chest. I hurriedly grabbed my grenade launcher and flicked out for safety. Who? From which door? And then there was no indication of anyone appearing.
実は
I'm not going to spoil the ending for you, but you're going to need a box of tissues. No!
イエナさんというのはこの大きな機械の名前なんですね。
With a slow, easy tone, she arrived at the punchline of her joke. And then she leaned forward and looked over at the one customer that she had. Behind her was only that thing shaped like a giant leaning iron dumbbell.
お客様ここは笑うところなので。
Oh, is this like as sad as like Clanid? Probably, right? This is the same era. No, rather I wanted to empty my grenade launcher at her direction.
はい、たくさんのお客様がこのくだりでお笑いになります。
余計なことはせずにさっさと始めてくれ。
ありがとうございます。そんなに楽しみにしていただけるととてもやりがいがあります。
He didn't want to watch this at all though.
誰が楽しみにしてると言った？
それではイエナさんから皆様にお近づきのご挨拶を。
It seemed as if she's been specifically constructed to block out anything that might be disagreeable to her. She gestured with her right hand toward the machine behind her, making sure that her customer attention was on her. But nothing happened.
少々お待ちください。では改めてイエナさんから皆様にお近づきのご挨拶を。
But there was no slightest movement from the machine. There was only an awkward silence.
お客様。
Uh-oh, it's not working.
星を見せてくれるんじゃないのか？
I thought that she had at last gone speechless at my question.
申し訳ありません。本当に申し訳ありません。
But then she involuntarily spouted yet another endless flood of apologies.
恥を忍んで申し上げますと、どうやらただいま投影機に深刻な故障が生じているようでして、
Oh.
本当に申し訳ありません。常日頃のメンテナンスは万全に行っているはずなのですが、ただいま館長さんもスタッフの皆さんもご旅行に出かけていて、
Is your manager and the staff on a trip?
状況を把握できません。
I involuntarily looked towards the sky. The rain was continuing to fall. From beyond the curtain woven by the falling drops of rain, my freezing cold ears picked up distant echoes. 1 block away, a hedgehog bee in stealth mode was lying in wait for prey to come within range. These were the murmurs of God of Death. No human being could hope to bring down a hedgehog bee with handheld weaponry. I saw an entire company of heroic infantrymen annihilated for the sake of destroying a single one of those tanks during the strike against the southern hives. In the waning stages of the final human counteroffensive, some of those killed were young boys barely older than 10 years of age. They were orphans who, after destruction of their colonies, had united with only the clothes on their backs to fight off in order to release humanity from the fate that it had created for itself. Their eyes gleamed at the sight of the assault rifles that they have been issued and the synthetic chocolate of their ration packs. Inside the APC, taking them to the battlefields, they spoke bravely of winning the war and returning the world to the way that it had been. Yet at the same time, even their fingers were trembling with fear. In the end, every part of them, from their severed limbs to their dog tags blackened by napalms to the melted barrels of their heat-warped assault rifles, lay cooling in the falling rain. Because if one did not squeeze into some crevice into the rubble before being detected by sensors. As I lay face up and made to cautiously move my body, I realized that there was no mud on the ground. Hi, welcome in, Voyager. We're playing Planetarian right now. It's a visual novel game. It's an post-apocalyptic world where everything is pretty much like there's barely any humans left and there's only machines like around. It came out in 1995, apparently. I was slumped over in the middle of the rows of chairs. You cry like a baby in this VN? Oh god, I'm not looking forward to this. Hi, welcome in, Buggy. There was a slightly moist atmosphere, the scent of old machine oil mixed with mold and dust, and the quiet sound of air conditioning. What confronted me overhead was not a gray sky, but an arched ceiling illuminated by concealed lights. The rain was probably continuing to fall beyond that ceiling. I raised my head and surveyed my surroundings. That dark metal sphere, riddled with innumerable holes, was staring expressionlessly in my direction. It would have seemed that I was so exhausted last night that I just fell asleep right where I was. I moved my wrist slightly. It had truly been a long time since I had last woken up in a dry room. As I then moved my gaze down into my stomach, I realized that there was something on top of it. I brushed it off in confusion. 1995? Wow, 31 years ago. Yeah. I'm not sure who gifted me this game. It's either DH or Fazak, but thank you. It was the bouquet that the robot had. Oh my god, my tongue. Okay. It was the bouquet that the robot had made and that I had thrown away yesterday. I sat up in my seat and looked around. The figure of the one who had given me the bouquet, the robot, was nowhere to be seen. Had she broken down to the point that she no longer moved, or was she still loitering in that vicinity? Rile her ramblings nonsense as well as good. If she had any intent of harming me, it might have been in my best interest to strike preemptively. Then again, if I were to sleep so deep that she would put a bouquet on me without noticing, then I would have been unable to resist even if she came to lop off my head. I stood and shouldered my grenade launcher. So far, okay, so if you guys don't know what this is about so far, it's like post-apocalyptic. All the, like, there was a war that happened like 30 years ago, and basically this guy has stumbled into this mall after fighting a couple of other humans to get into this place, thinking that there would be like junk for him to sell and stuff. But instead he met a really cute robot girl who is a robot that worked in the planetarium that he's in right now. And then she offered a projection show of the starry sky, but the projection machine is broken. Sorry, I've been staring at the Daki this whole time. Shush! That's not true. Wait, is this Daki time advertisement break? I guess it is. I guess it is. Hello, everybody. If you did not know, I have a Dakimakura that was just released yesterday. You can now get it at Uwu Market if you put in the description. If you put it in the chat, I'm horrible at this. You know what I mean. Bye bye. I heard Daki shilling time. Ooh, merch. There you go. Thank you. Yes, bye. I do not know if there's been people who bought it yet, but like, because the dashboard for Uwu Market is kind of broken at the moment, but I did see that someone recently just bought a Riko t-shirt, sweatshirt, and a acrylic standee, which has been in the shop for Uwu Market for like the past year already and stuff. But the Daki is not a permanent thing because I'm too embarrassed. The site doesn't properly load. The site doesn't load properly half the time. Really? Is that how Uwu Market's like usually? I have no idea. Wow, an authentic Riko Kumae Dakimakura on Uwu Market? Yes, it is. There's two that you can get. You can get just the Dakimakura or the bundle where it comes with a Dakimakura keychain. Wow, so cool. And it's going to be sold until September 30th, so be quick or else you'll never see it again. No, you might see it again. It depends if people ask for it, and I'll think about putting it up again. But for now, that's it. Toolboxes and oils cans left open. A mountain worth of old rags and incredible number of parts sealed in plastic bags. Totally won't hang the Riko Daki up at a VTuber con. Which one? I want to know. I bought it. Did you really? Like I said, I expect you to bring Daki Riko into public. You need to bring her to different activities such as the amusement park. How about the water park? Maybe a little picnic at your local park? Maybe bring her to the library. I don't know. You should do it. It'll be funny. Wow, what a great price. Yeah. I really don't know if the price of it is like well priced, but you know, guys, if you're kind of curious of how Uwu Market works, so if you're a VTuber in here and you really want merch at Uwu Market, let me tell you how it is. So, usually you would think that getting into Uwu Market, you just put in your name through a Google Doc, and then you wait patiently for them to call for you, right? Nope. It does not work like that. The way I was able to do it was I found one of the reps on Twitter, and I just sent him a DM, and I was like, "Hey, can I work with you?" And he said, "Yeah, you can." And then it was like that. But essentially, for to make merch with them, they give you a huge catalog on like stuff that you can make, but it's actually pretty limited of what merch you can make. So, for example, the usual stuff you can get at Uwu Market, like if you like to start things off, for the first time is like you can get like apparel done, and then like maybe a acrylic standee and stuff like that, right? So all of it, the production wise, is for free and stuff, but because all the art is for free, the production, like the actual making the products itself and everything, because it's made to order from what I understand, the creator themselves gets like, I think less than 5% per commission, like per order and stuff like that. So to say that I will make big money through Ulu Market is more of a as a small creator, no, I won't actually make that much money. Maybe just like a little bit here and there, you know? But like but I think the people who are like actually like big content creators, they make really good money off of it, you know? But yeah, if you're curious about like if I like for Riko apparel, the Hit Bozo one, the art, I didn't even choose the artist as well. What happened? This is how it works usually. So you basically show them a mood board of what you want your VTuber to do in the photo, right? And then you show them like, oh, what stuff you want on it, like for the sweatshirt and stuff. And then from there, they will find a artist in their catalog that they think would match with the art style. So the artist, so I mean the content creator themselves doesn't really get to choose, you know? And so and then you just wait patiently until it's done. More like Nepo Market. I think it's more like, yeah, I guess so. It's not really Nepo Market. You just really, I think a lot of people who think that they're too small to be on Uwu Market, they just don't go out of their way to send emails to people who are already in Twitter, you know? Most merch is low margin. Exactly. And then like bigger like creators, or no, if like let's say if I wanted to do like merch that is like outside of like the known or the usual merch that a small creator does, most likely you cannot do it unless you actually pay them extra money or so. I know that recently they have been doing a Kickstarter campaign style of things where you can like campaign to get like a plushie done or anything else like that. But I think that before, it's like if you are able to make 250 orders in it, then you achieve a milestone for a higher tier item that you don't have, or something like that. But something like that. But honestly, like for me, like I don't really expect people to buy merch of myself in general, because I think my community is just really small to begin with. But it's just like more of a treat for you guys if you really want to rep me and stuff like that. But yeah, this past year, not including the docu sales, because I don't even know how much the docu sales is. I think out of commission wise, I've made only $120 in total. Which I think they're finally gonna send me the money for it, and then I can use it for groceries. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It was impossible to tell at this point whether the machine had been in the middle of being disassembled and repaired, or whether all this stuff has been accumulated for here for other purposes. You know what? I'm getting tired. I'm gonna just save this for right now. Oh, cool. I feel like yapping right now. There are ways to get merch done more inexpensive, but you either have to know Chinese or wait 8 months. Yeah. I have thought though. I have actually thought about changing merch stores, you know, like not being just limited to Uwu Market, but I haven't really done my homework for it, you know. If your goal is to actually make decent money, you have to do it logistics yourself. Exactly. Yeah, so like I said, I don't really I like, for me, merch is just like an extra bonus. It's not anything that I hope that I make big money, you know. A lot of the money goes to the middleman. That's true. That is very true. Like, exactly. Like, I'm not actually the one who's producing all of this, you know. I'm just doing this so I can like chat has something that they can hold dear to, aka me. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I work with like another merch company, it might be better in the long run. But then again, like, what else can I actually like produce that makes you guys go like, ooh, I want more Riko merch. What can I do? I really don't know. Like, I think that like I've already like checked the I checked a lot on my list on merch that I think would be pretty cool to produce, right? I think the only thing I'm missing at the moment are a marketable plushie of myself slash Akuma Pumps plushie. Maybe a Haori, but then I don't really see myself as idol, like, you know, I'm not like a V singer. Yeah, I don't know actually. The only thing I can think of that would be so unique to have still is the VTuber pickles. Yeah. Eagerly waiting for the pickle collab. You know what? I should like really message what's it called? That one famous pickle brand, Griots pickles. Hey, Griots pickles. Bites lips, looks into their eyes. Hi, I'm Riko Kumae, and I love eating your pickles so much, and I think that it's time that you need to make pickles of myself. I want to be able to help chat with their gut biome. Isa told me to make a UX her acrylic tip box that could convert to a mouse pad. Ooh, okay. I think I would like that. White labeling isn't hard. Want to have a Riko cigar line? I know. God. I don't even smoke. But sure. Man, can you imagine my own pickle line though? Like, I already have the bad marketing like image in my mind, right? Like, it's me like standing in a very like menacing, like, you know, authoritative like stance, you know, legs apart, standing very tall, and then I'm holding a pickle, like a big fat green pickle on the down, and I'm like, wanna bite? Riko pickles. Riko got pickle slightly off frame. Yes. Riko's got a pickle for your guts with love. Yeah. Have you ever thought of your Oshi wanting to helping you take a shit every day? Ooh, are you constipated? Look no further, take my pickle. The best pickles around. Big and girthy. It's gonna happen someday. It's gonna happen. I just need someone to invest in me. Yes, you don't feed us down here, boss. So even though I don't like pickles, I'll take one. Ooh, does someone want to adopt a VTuber like me with such awesome, cool ideas for merch? Invest in me, please. Ooh, I'd be the best worker ever. I'll be the best VTuber. I'll be best number one Thai English VTuber, please. Oh, pretty please. I think I'd be a logistical nightmare for for anybody to take it. Because one, I'd be crying all the time. I'll be like management. I need a pep talk. I'm having some feelings right now. Big feelings. Help me. Number one Thai English yellow bear themed VTuber. Yeah, nobody could find anybody like me. If there's another English Thai yellow bear themed bred VTuber that is not a bear, and they became more famous than I am, then I think I would just end it there, guys. Ronnie, thank you for the super. Thank you. Anyways. Wait, I wanted to stop this already. We're gonna go back to the main screen. Yeah, we're exiting. I'm kinda tired now. This is gonna be a 5-part stream. Yeah. Hi. I'm distracted, chat. I get distracted very easily. You know, there was like one thing that I was like thinking about the other day. It was like, oh yeah, I do remember now. There was like, you know how I took the autism test on stream that one time, the fly eating stream. Yeah, so I gave my friends the RADS test, and it was kind of funny to see all of them in disbelief. They were like, no, there's no way I have the tism. And then they had like higher scores than me. Like one guy had like 165 as points, and I was like, whoa, you scored more than I did. But it was so funny because they were just like in disbelief for the duration. They were just like, that doesn't make sense. This is rigged. This is a rigged test. No, I'm not. And I'm like, Anyways, guys, are you guys doing anything fun this upcoming week? Tell them to start streaming too. Ooh, we need more neurodivergent people on the internet, right? I'm excited for my weekend. Actually, I'm gonna be hanging out with some VTuber friends actually this weekend, so I'm excited to see them. I got an 86% on my IQ test, passing grade. Yatta. Wait, IQ test? But that doesn't mean anything with autism, is it? I have an event over the weekend. Ooh, another anime con? Oh, I hope you sell out, you know? I hope that you barely have anything to bring back home. Cuz I know that a lot of artists when they bring stock to or inventory to the con, the one thing they don't want is to bring too much home because it's just so annoying and heavy to bring back. Wait, Casty, how long does it take for you to unpack your inventory and set everything up, your booth when it comes to your artist alley shenanigans? The joke is IQ test is art percentages, 86 is a score. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. Honestly, I don't think I've ever taken an IQ test. I'm too scared because I already know that I'm dumb already, right? So like, I don't need a test to tell me that I'm even more dumb. Yeah, leave me alone, you know? What's the point of having an IQ test in this day and age? You know? Everybody is just unique in their own ways. Oh yeah, this week I will be playing Mecha Chameleon again with the more or less the same girls from last time, so I'm excited for that. Recently I've gone with minimizing setup time, so honestly it takes less than an hour since everything's already pre-attached. Oh, cool. You're not dumb, Riko. Maybe. Thank you for thinking so highly of me. Sometimes I do have my moment of big brain activities, guys. I just don't show it on stream so much. I already know I'm not the sharpest tool. I already know I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I don't need to know my ranking. Yeah, me too. You know, I don't know if your high school did this, but in my high school, they would it was like during graduation seasons, like when you're in senior year, they decided to like the school would be like, oh yeah, do you want to know your ranking in your class? I literally said no thank you. I don't need to know that. What if I found out that I was like close to the bottom of the barrel? That would made me so devastated, you know? Hey, we love you for who you are, Riko. Thank you. Thank you. This is what I think. I was tricked into taking the IQ test in high school. Really? Like how did that happen? Was it not just you, but a couple of other people did it, or Indeed, Miss Riko, you are lovely as you are. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This feels like this feels like a yes, you're okay. You're okay, don't worry. Hee hee. Also, I'm kind of curious what you guys think. So, I just, before stream happened, I didn't know that Pipkins recently did a new outfit reveal and stuff like that. So I, fast forward, I wanted to see what the outfit was like, and it was like a medieval knight type of like outfit reveal, and it's like something I don't think I've really have seen that much, So I'm kind of curious. What do you think? Like, what do you guys think about it? For those you've seen it, very chivalrous, We had to do IQ tests in primary to gauge if we should go to the gifted program. No, I've never had to do something like that. I only know that, like, in the US, or where I am at in Riko land, we have, like, some schools for, like, public schools have, like, magnet schools, which is, like, their gift, like, quote unquote gifted program for kids. But usually, if you want to get into it, it's by, like, having really good grades and then a teacher referring you to, and be like, oh yeah, next year go into the magnet school or something like that. But then again, I could do that with TOEIC. Oh, the English proficiency test. I actually was forced to take that test once for my study abroad program to Japan, because I went to an international school in Thailand for college. They were like, you need to take TOEIC. And I'm like, but I'm an American citizen. They're like, no, you need to take TOEIC. And I was like, okay, fine. I'm playing her game right now. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did see that there was a game. Pretty great. It's cool. I love medieval Renaissance stuff. I think it's very unique. Especially, like, her model is, like, very lol. Is she considered to be a loli? Well, like, usually you don't really see, like, characters of, like, her character type to show, like, medieval knight type of outfits for VTubing. This is what I see. It's very rare. Usually I see, like, a outfit theme like that is, like, a big muscle mommy, usually. Yeah. In the US, the tests are not mandatory. Not where I went. It wasn't. It sucks. They just give you more homework and stress. Also, you were one of the gifted children, I see. Magnets, how do those work? I don't know. You put two things together and it either sticks or not, or it doesn't not stick. They had gifted schools for elementary. I was mad when they forced me to go. She is just short. Okay, I guess. Yeah, you're right. She is a short VTuber. Petite. The gifted child to drop out pipeline is very real. It's okay. You're thriving now, Casty. I'm back and Riko rage quit reading, shaking my head. No, I ended up like started talking. I started yapping and then it went downhill from then. But hi Lex, welcome in again. Glue, favorite material. For me, like, I was always in the art program in school because I was not that bad at art. But it was kind of bad because it was like one of those things where when it comes to art for me, like I like to draw on my own terms, right? So when like being in an art program, they started giving me assignments like and telling me to do stuff, like my brain would go blank and I didn't know what to draw or do usually. Short king, petite queen. It's funny. She's about 5 or so watermelons tall. It's like the same equivalent to Hello Kitty. Like canon size of Hello Kitty. She's only 5 apples tall. How crazy is that? Me, Riko Kumae, I'm 4 baguettes tall. A really, really long baguette. 80% of art classes were writing BS. Writing? Writing? That's huge, yeah. I'm like that really tall baguette. Unless I say like a Vietnamese baguette, then that's a different story, right? I showed you my baguette. Can you respond? Not for me. I didn't have that many writing stuff. For me, it was like... What was it, actually? Lots of, like... Okay, I think that people who were in the art program specifically for acting, like drama, like the dramatic arts, that's when they started having a lot of like papers. But like for me, I was more of like, I did more of like ceramics and fine arts, that type of stuff, that I just had to like work on my portfolio, and it was just so annoying for me. You got partially graded on your art and majorly grades by writing about your art, that or researching and writing about artists, etc. That was middle school arts for me. No, it wasn't like that for me in high school. For me, it was like take a bunch of art classes, like anatomy, like still life drawings and stuff like that, and then or you can take like ceramics if you want, and then submit your artworks to like local art shows and stuff that's like specifically for like teens and stuff. And then eventually you have to take AP art, which I did not like at all. And yeah, while music was 50% performing with an instrument and 50% making a song. Oh no, I did not have that. I took IB art, and that was a bit of a crapshoot because a majority of the points was usually allocated to gallery exposition, or except for our batch when they suddenly decide to focus on technical. Yeah. It was kind of similar for AP art too. Like AP art, you had to have like 24 art pieces to for your portfolio, and the theme can be anything you want, but there was factors that you had to put in to show that you could do it, like perspective, drawing, whatever, mixed media, whatever you wanted to do. But other than that, that's like the only thing I remember about it. There was like photography, but I wasn't really into photography growing up. So all the photography focused students didn't score well for their finals. I don't know. I do remember that the art teacher used to slave me away for Christmas markets or like whatever, because I was like really good at like doing polymer clay art growing up. And so I would like make all these keychains and like, you know, you know, like you get a pen and then you put like clay on top, like those type of like stuff, and I would just like be slaving away at like after school doing that, and then I would like sell it, but then none of that money went to her or anything like that. It was like money used to buy like art supplies for the whole art program. So you were forced to sweatshop? Yeah. I can't help it. You know, the Asian child that parents have a restaurant. It's like in my genes. I'm like always been a worker, you know? I already had to write enough BS in English, hence why I didn't pick art, and I didn't play an instrument, so I didn't play music, so I ended up with theater. Ooh, theater is cool. I always feel like theater kids had probably the best like memory retention, because like all the lines that they had to memorize and stuff. But sometimes I helped with the drama people. I would like make sets, like I would help make sets and stuff just because I wanted to do it. But other than that, like maybe that's like one of my regrets in high school, to never like, I wanted to be in a production. Like a small little role would have been pretty good for my character development, I would say. Hi, welcome in, Majaloon. So life situation to focus on living rather than dreaming. Wait, what are we talking about? I hated memorizing lines, so I did my project with improv. Improv! Do you still act now? Though I did play the lead in 10th grade for Macbeth play. Shakespeare. That must have been so difficult. That must have been so difficult. I think like I said, right? Performance-wise, I was so scared to like talk in front of an audience. But when it comes to like dancing, that never really scared me. I was like, because performance, like in, you know, performance of body movement didn't like was fun for me. Yeah, but like I don't know, what did I also regret not doing in high school? I guess going to school events. The only school event I ended up going to in high school, like other than like my last year of like in senior year, I was forced to be in the softball team. I went to prom, but like prior to that, I never went to homecoming. I didn't really care for going to like winter dance, all these type of things. I was like so angsty. I was like, fuck everybody, I'm gonna go home and watch anime. I'm about to play on theater. Most of the time I was a background worker, never on the scene, so I wonder how would those feel. I think maybe being like backstage would have been really fun to do. It was an American Mafia version of Macbeth? What? That sounds so fun. But then, yeah. So Jeffrey coded, leave me alone. You're probably like that too, guys. I don't know, man. You know what's been making me mad recently, though? I've said this before, but like I saw this on Instagram. But the people who used to make fun of me for watching anime, like they're now into anime, and it's became their personality trait. And then now they're in Japan right now, going to all these places to buy anime merch, and I'm like, who are you? If Riko tells you to not come in tomorrow. Take it seriously. What? That's crazy. Are you calling me a mass shooter? That's crazy. I skipped prom too. We don't have prom. I know that was the only one I did. I went to prom. Gatekeep your hobbies. That's how I feel too. Yeah, I feel like anime has been too mainstream that like it once it used to be my safe place and now it's too mainstream and it makes me scared. My cat's here. She's terrorizing the area right now. House party over prom. Oh, I wasn't cool enough to go to house parties. Riko, would you go to prom with me? If you said that to me back in high school, 90% I would have said yes. Did I ever tell you the story of the person who asked me to go to prom? I thought it was like the funniest. I was pretty much a menace now that I think about it in high school. Because so I had a lot of guy friends in well, I had two groups of friends. So it was like one group of friends was like co-ed, but they didn't really share my anime interest, right? So I would go to another group of friends where it was like all the nerdy guy friends who like playing games and like and watching anime and reading manga, right? So because I was like the only girl in that group and I was like pretty like I was like, you know, friendly with everybody, I would hear that like snickering that they were going to ask me to go to prom. And then like this is like not a flex of like, oh yeah, so many guys were trying to go after me. It wasn't like that. They were just thinking like, oh, like they wanted to go to prom, but they didn't know who to like ask, and I was like probably the easiest person to ask, right? So it was like a race against time between like these guys. Is this a Dojin plot? No, it's not. But anyways, one guy, I already knew that he was gonna like ask me to go to prom, and I was like, so, but all of a sudden he became very nervous, so nervous to the fact because I knew that he was gonna ask me because he was just like, Riko, can I talk to you at the lockers after school? And then so I already knew something was up, right? This is so bad of me, but so to poke fun at him, I was like, so he was like, Riko, I want to ask you about like lots of stuttering, and then I basically like looked at him and I went, spit it out. My dad's waiting. Isn't that horrible? That's so bad, isn't it, guys? Isn't that really bad? I was like, spit it out. My dad's waiting for me right now. and then my friend was like, would you go to prom with me? No, we're still friends. But and I was like, yeah. Was that so hard? So stupid. I'm so mean. But yeah, so we went to prom. It was pretty fun. That sounds so menacing, doesn't it, right? No. What do you mean, no? Hentai series of me? That's crazy. I don't think anybody would want that. It'd be like the same, like, I feel like if there was ever a doujin of myself, it would just be me losing. You know? Like, I want a doujin where I'm like I'm the one who is like I'm the one calling the shots, you know? But like but me on the internet, I'm just a girl failure apparently. Yeah, if you asked me, I would have said yes. The concept of it used to be a boys club is completely fabricated. Guys never stop girls from enjoying anime, games, and etc. That was that was sad. Was it really sad? I'm sorry. It's okay, we're still good friends. We still talk, so whatever. Yeah. Calling the shots, so sitting at the corner. Like I'm in the cuck chair? No! That sounds sad too. Damn. I'm not winning. I should learn how to make manga so I can create some random one-shots of VTubers. Ooh, I would love to see that. All the guys wish they had a Riko who enjoyed their hobbies. I don't know. I feel like back in high school, like there was just so many closeted like anime enjoyers, right? Not to say that I was like parading around in like a Naruto outfit and I was running around in a like a ninja, but I always been very outspoken with like how much I like anime and stuff. But then a lot of girls judge me for liking anime. And look at them now. Now they're like, oh my god, I'm Haikyuu. Oh my god, Pokemon! I'm now collecting Pokemon cards. Ugh. And back then, Pokemon's so cringe is what they would say to me. And I would be so sad because I had my DS with me and I was playing Pokemon. Man, times have changed, bro. I had a junior in my club who unironically wore a fedora and sandals shorts to school. Whoa. Damn. Were they like, hello, princess? I'm better than you now. Not only do I enjoy anime, I became anime. Is that a flex? To tell my haters that I became a VTuber? I'm kind of scared. I don't think I should say that. They also really liked MLP. Ooh. Okay, that's the one thing I will actually judge. I'm sorry, but I don't really understand the MLP hype. I think the show is cute, but like back then, when bronies were at their highest, I did not understand the hype of it. You think MLP, My Little Pony, is like the fandom is like the equivalent to the Amazing Digital Circus? Did they bring their jar to school? Ooh, I don't know about that. School uniforms really do save people from themselves. I did wear a school uniform. It was a good cartoon at the time, but the fandom got a bit weird. See, like, I just saw it like any other, like, American cartoon for me. That's what I thought. Very interesting, chat. Very interesting. I'm going to tip my fedora at you, chat. Hello, chat. Maybe we need Fedora Riko. That'd be really funny. Yeah, the people who used to make fun of anime and games really changed after 2020 when both became mainstream. Yeah, I blame it on the pandemic. The pandemic changed everything. Honestly, it's changed everything. for the better and worse. When are you getting that otaku outfit? Okay, what are we thinking about? Like, what type of outfit we're thinking about otaku outfit? Are we thinking like flannel, like flannel shirt tucked into blue jeans, and then I'm wearing a headband with my circular glasses type of otaku outfit? Or are we thinking like I'm wearing a I'm wearing a yukata, and then I have a fedora on? Can you have the Hegao t-shirt? I don't think I can actually wear that. That'd be crazy. Swirly glasses and full illustration print shirt. Ooh. Do you think that would be an easy or a cheap like outfit in terms of like producing and rigging it? Heiga or Riko is crazy. No. You're seriously down bad. No. You're crazy. Get your mind out of the gutter, sir. I've never experienced or saw bullying due to video games or anime in the 2000s. I wouldn't say I was bullied about liking anime. It was just more like, you know, mean comments usually, where it's like, why do you still watch cartoons? Like, you need to grow up. It's like that type of thing, you know? Like, anime is so childish. But I was one of those kids in middle school where I ran around like Naruto run, but I did not do that in high school. I did do the freaking Naruto ninja hand signs. Depends on how much you care about body rotation. I see. If you make it so oversized, it would probably be semi-simple. Yeah, right? I guess so. I would have bullied you, but I still like you. Is that what guys do all the time? They always bully the girl they like. Because I did that too. A guy who likely to get physically bullied. Not in my school though, because we had a lot of Asians in my school. I guess it would be bad if it was like a more diverse school, you know? But then again, back when I was in high school, it was the pinnacle time where, because I went to like a school that was mostly with Filipinos and Armenians, right? So like, it was either like Swagapinos or Arabro, like that type of thing. I don't like the implication of guy bullies the girl they like. It's not like I like you or anything. Right? I don't know. It depends. It depends. It's fine. I don't know. Anywho, I'm getting a little bit eepy. I'm going to raid into someone and then go to eep, guys. But I shall maybe post my new schedule tomorrow, if not Tuesday, like usual. But yeah, let's see. Who should I raid into today? Let's raid into should I raid into someone new? Let's do that. I'm feeling a little bit adventurous. Okay. Let's see. Who do I think should get raided? Wow. Why is it only big VTubers right now? When's your sleep stream, Riko? I don't think you want that. I'm a serial snorer. I go. Snoring in action. Pizza Onimaya should be streaming right on Twitch right now. Oh, she's a Twitch streamer? Ew. I lost respect of her. There's nobody to raid. Huh. It's like a lot of Japanese people. How about I'm like thinking so hard. Who do I raid into? I'll raid into I'm struggling, guys. Okay. It's usually I stream like not that many people. It's like either Natsumi or it's Dreamy, or if it's maybe Banana sometimes. I'm gonna Azaria? Who's Azaria? Dare? Are they streaming Saving Princess? Is that the one? Yeah. I think this is the one, right? Grand Blue Fantasy? Relink? Is that the one you're thinking of? Azaria. Just making sure. Okay, I will raid into her. Okie dokie. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night, wherever you guys are at. Remember, don't do anything bad, naughty, or anything illegal. And until then, I'll see you tomorrow. Or maybe Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. Happy belated anniversary, Riko. Thank you. Happy belated day for coming to my stream. Anyways, make sure to check out the merch again for Uwu Market. If you're too shy for Dakimakura Riko, there's also pretty other cool stuff too. So look for that. Anywho, bye everybody. Bye.